We're the Fat Guardians, and my name is ACB the Man. Welcome to another map walkthrough. Today, we are looking at the Crucible map, Bannerfall. Bannerfall is a symmetrical map that came out with the Taken King expansion. It is a very good map, but if you do not think about all this map has to offer, you might end up dead more than you are alive. So, I'm not going to do the walking around and sort of filming myself and sort of stream of consciousness walkthrough. I'm going to have a scripted walkthrough, so it should be a little bit easier to follow. So let's get started. First off, the spawns on this map are very interesting. The two main spawns are in a wide open corridor, but there's a small walkway that protects you as you make your choice of where to go. Most of the action is going to happen in the middle corridor area, but it can flow over into the spawn areas, so this little wall is nice to kind of block you before you decide to make your choice of where to go. As I said, most of the action occurs in the center of the map, either in the open area towards the outside tree, or in the closed area where the B flag spawns near the inside tree. One thing to watch for is all the entrances to these areas. Inside tree has about 5, I believe, and outside tree technically has 8 entrances if I counted them all right. Most of the areas on this map have choke points from one area to another, so you almost always know where an enemy is going to come from if you're using your radar correctly. So even though there is a bunch of entrances, look at your radar and you almost always know which choke point they're going to come through. So I mentioned that B flag spawns near inside tree, and as it is B flag, it is going to be highly contested. A and C flags on this map are very interesting to me because they're inside little rooms. While each of the rooms has 5 entrances, both are very defensible due to the small entrances. Most of the time, if a Guardian is taking A or C flag, they will do so without a challenge. And if there is a challenge, I tend to find the person on the flag has an advantage because they can place a grenade to block off an opening, take a little damage off an enemy Guardian, and then kill them as they're coming inside the room. Honestly, there is not much more to this map than just to be aware of all the entrances to an area. The one thing people forget is to look at the entire play area. What I mean by that is B flag can be sniped or shot at from outside tree. The courtyard area can also be used to shoot into the spawn corridors or people going into B as well. It is a very well designed map and almost every weapon type can shine here, but you just got to remember that if you're using small or short range weapons, that people can use long range weapons on the outside. If you want to be in the action, honestly, I would recommend hand cannon and fusion / sidearm on this map. You're going to be really close, especially with those choke points. But for long-range engagements, sniper and pulse work very well. I say pulse because while you can use a scout, you're more than likely going to be in pulse range more than scout range. And yes, scout range can be pulse range at the same time. But pulses, if you have a decent rolled pulse, it's probably going to be just slightly better than that scout rifle. While auto rifles can work, the small doors and choke points can be a disadvantage and can let enemies escape out of your barrage of fire before you can kill them. Now, shotguns can work very well on this map, especially if you slide around corners and shoot them, but if you're fighting a team with good long range, even though you may get a few shotgun kills, you'll have a hard time crossing the map to kill them either from B point to the outside tree, from outside tree into B, or down the spawn corridors. It's just going to be a hard time if the enemy team is using a lot of longer range weapons. Honestly, this map is fun to play, but you have to think about where all the bad guys can come from. This map is not that hard to really grasp your head around. You just have to think about more than the spot you want to go to, especially on control games or games where there is a specific location you're going to. You need to think about where an enemy might be before you run straight into B and get murdered by somebody outside tree. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and share. Any pizza can be personal pan pizza if you try hard enough. Click on the pizza to subscribe, and click on the other videos to watch some of our other fantastic content.